let's talk about my slightly used everyday camera bag. Okay, so today we're talking about, like I said, my everyday backpack. Also, I need to be wearing this mask. It's kind of the safest route, the best thing that you can do. However, my camera won't follow focus if I've got my mask on. So I'm staying very far away from people. Nobody give me a hard time in the comments. Also, don't give me a hard time in the comments if you think I shouldn't be wearing the mask. If you do that, your comment will be deleted. Just forewarning. Anyways, on to the camera bag. So before I get too far into this, just want everybody to know, this is not a sponsored video by any stretch. I don't know the folks at GITZO. I've never talked to them, anything like that. This bag was a gift. A friend of mine gave me this bag probably like a year ago, something like that. And at the time, I was searching for kind of a minimalist bag to just carry on a daily basis. As most of you probably know, especially if you watch this channel, I carry the Lowepro ProTactic 450 AW. It's kind of like my main go-to camera bag, but it's kind of big and it's also heavy, so I was wanting to downsize, start carrying a smaller kit and just find something that was a little more streamlined, I guess. A friend of mine opted to give me this bag, just give it to me, which was very nice of him. So yeah, okay, anyways, on to the bag. So this is the GITZO, I think it's called the Century Traveler. I think that's what it's called. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I didn't do a whole lot of research on it. It was just kind of given to me, but it's been serving the purpose for at least a year now, so I felt like it required some sort of video so you guys could just know kind of what my day-to-day looks like. Full disclosure, I just got home from work, so everything that's in here is kind of what I carry to and from work on a day-to-day basis. So everything you see in here it's pretty much what I carry every day. Also, this isn't going to be a very long video because it's actually starting to rain. And I don't want to leave my gear in this very delicate and precious camera bag out in the rain. So, but we're gonna go through it really quick. Okay, so first things first, on the front side, it's kind of got this pocket where you can pull out these straps to hold like a tripod or something. And then it's got this little pocket on the side, which I really dig because it usually holds, hang on, this little guy. This is the key fob to our apartment complex. You have to have this in order to get into our building, so I usually keep it right there in the pocket, and that way whenever I walk up to the door, I can just beep right on the little buzzer thingy, and it lets me in. Bob's your uncle. So the front is kind of this like leatherette material. It's not really my favorite material in the world, and I'm not a huge fan of the pattern, but honestly, that's a really small, that's a small thing compared to everything else that I'm really looking for in the camera bag. So you've got the top access, you've also got these side access points, but I don't really use these ever just because my stuff's just kind of cluttered and clunked up in there and it doesn't make the most sense. I use the top access 99% of the time, but it does have them on both sides. So usually there is a camera divider kind of thing that's down in this bag. I actually took that out of this bag because I didn't want to use this bag as like a camera bag with like a bunch of cameras and a bunch of lenses and whatever. I just wanted something that was like really simple that would just kind of get the job done and you know, with little to no effort. On the back, you've got the two straps, again with a little bit of leatherette, but then it kind of goes into this typical kind of, I don't know what this material is called. Also, it's got this little pocket right here. It's kind of deep. That's probably, I'd say between 10 and 12 inches deep, where you can just stick all sorts of stuff. And then it's got this strap right here, so if you're ever carrying a suitcase, you can just slide this strap over the actual handle of your suitcase and it just kind of consolidates everything. On the side, we have side access for my laptop. I carry a 15-inch MacBook Pro and it fits very snugly in there. There's plenty of cushion in between it and everything that's actually in the bag and my back. So I really like that. Just like having my computer be as protected as possible when it's in my bag, because computers are expensive. You open the top of the bag up and the first thing you're gonna notice is you've got technically three and kind of a half little slots right here on the front lid, and then you've also got a gigantic pocket right here. In those front three slots, the one to the far right, I carry my Shure SE215 in-ear monitors. I also carry a Snap wireless charging bank. And then I don't really have anything in the middle pocket, nor do I have anything in this little half pocket right here. Moving over to the slightly large pouch, I have an adapter for my MacBook because apple. I've got a pack of Mentos Pure Fresh gum that is gaff taped closed because this lid won't stay closed and it dumps Mentos all in my bag, so it's gaff taped closed. I've got a Lightning to SD card adapter. By the way, if you've never seen the video about this little adapter and why I carry this and why I use this, I'll link that. It should be up here. It might, in one of these where I talk about 5 essential photography tools that every photographer needs. This is one of them, and I've had several people comment and let me know, yo, I bought one of those because you suggested it. Never even knew this existed. It's great. Plug it in the bottom of your phone, put your SD card in it, import your photos. You get the raw photos, you edit in Visco and Lightroom and whatever. Fantastic. And then a space pen. This was actually sent to me by Bespoke Posts, and I really dig this little pen. It's just small and brass, and it looks really cool. It's really nice to kind of throw into photos here and there just because it kind of gives some accent and whatever. But I actually use this pen quite a bit. Anyone ever says, hey, you got a pen? As a matter of fact, I do. It lives right here in this little pouch. All right, everything back in the pouch. All right, on to the main compartment of the pouch. There's this, which probably doesn't make any sense to anybody, but it's actually something that I'm working on. I'm trying to be a lot better about my time, so I made this little like week calendar to let me know what my time looks like and how is it spent during the week. Bottom line, I spend my time very poorly, so that's something we're working on. Next up, I carry a pair of Sony, these are MDR 7506 professional headphones. Speaking of recording, I have my Rode AI1 audio interface. This is a single input, 1 headphone and 2 output audio interface. If you'd like to see a review about this and kind of explains a little more of what it is, again, it's gonna be up in one of these corners. I never remember. I think it's this one, but I'm probably wrong. Anyways, this little guy's awesome. It goes with me everywhere. And now we get to the boring stuff. This is my EDC pouch. I think I've talked about this a couple times in a couple of different videos. It just carries various things in it, like an Aleve and a lighter, a flashlight, a pocket knife, a Sharpie, some zip ties, various things like that. This is slowly becoming a what's in my camera bag, and I never intended for it to be that. Really sorry. Next to last is my computer charger, and then lastly is a cable management pouch. This holds a microfiber cloth and all the cables that I need, all my adapters and that sort of stuff. Just kind of helps me keep all of that together, and that's pretty much the extent of what's in this bag. Now I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, okay Jared, I clicked on this video to know about the bag, not necessarily find out about how much junk you carry in your bag when you go to work every day, but I really wanted to show you what all I could carry in my bag and how comfortable it still is, because it is still relatively comfortable. I mean, I really don't have any sort of complaints about this bag. I would like to upgrade at some point to a bag that looks a little less leatherette, but who knows, maybe I'll get a chance at some point down the road to collaborate with the company and review one of their backpacks or something like that. If you're watching this and you want to send me a backpack to review, a very minimalist black backpack that would be good for just like an everyday type thing, hit me up in the comments, let me know. All right, so I know what you're probably thinking. What about a camera? Do I carry a camera in this bag? The answer is no, not usually. So I almost always have my Canon 60, where's my phone? I hope my phone's in my car. We're gonna find out in just a moment. I shoot primarily on the Canon 6D Mark II, which isn't the smallest camera in the world. It's not a huge camera, but it's also not incredibly small. Now I can minimize it down to my Canon 6D Mark II with my 50mm 1.8, and then that's just a good shoot photos camera. It gets the job done, but I also do a lot of video stuff. I mean, probably as much, if not more, video stuff as what I do with photo stuff. And the 50mm just isn't ideal for like video stuff. It's just too tight. I can't do vlogs or sit downs or anything like this. Speaking of that, this needs to come in a little tighter. How about that? So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for me to carry just this camera and the 50mm as my video setup, when usually my video setup is the Canon 6D Mark II, and then I have a battery grip on the bottom because I hate charging batteries, and that just makes it to where I never have to charge battery. And then the 16 to 35 f2.8, the Mark II version lens, it's a bigger lens. It doesn't really fit in this bag very comfortably. And then to top it all off, I have the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, which is what I'm using right now to film this video. Again, kind of a big microphone, and it doesn't really fit in this bag that great. So all of that to say, I don't usually carry a camera in this bag. If I'm going on a long shoot or if I'm going to do something that's more excessive, I will definitely trade this bag out for my low pro tactic, and just do it that way. It just has more space. It just makes more sense. If you like this camera bag, I'll leave a link down in the description where you can go purchase this bag. Full disclosure, it is an affiliate link, so if you click on it and you go purchase this bag through Amazon, I'll get a little bit of kickback, so that would be really cool. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all those things. If you have this bag, comment, let me know what you think of the bag, or if you're thinking about getting this bag, or just comment and tell me what camera bag you have and what do you like, and who knows, maybe I'll go purchase the bag that you suggest. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I'm gonna put my mask back up, and yeah, just let, you know, yeah, bye.